Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing having a great day. I certainly am. Got my workout in. I feel good about the day going into the weekend. I get to play Army all weekend, so get in and integrated with the troops this weekend. So, which is always exciting for me to be able to hang out with them. I've been talking to you about a series called I Choose. I talked to you yesterday, started out with this series with the I Choose, starting out with you always have a choice in everything you're faced with, right? You always have a choice. You may not actually control what happens to you, but you have a choice in order to control how you respond to what happens to you, right? You know, I, it's how you face your actual situation and how your choices your choices actually do matter in the end on how you get through the struggle you may have. I've continued to talk to you about the struggle that I had with PT. I was, dropping 50 pounds and getting off the scale to where I don't have to be taped and I can just, don't have to worry about, if I'm going to pass the PT test. And then turn around I had a choice to change that and create a new direction, right? So, and then all of a sudden I was faced with cancer, and then I had a choice to either let it overcome me and consume me and be, just control me and actually run my life, or I had the choice to overcome it and overtake it and me overcome it and just control it. I didn't want it to control me, so I had a choice for that to consume me. So today I want to talk to you about drawing from your experiences. You have the experience to draw from, whether you think you do or not. Believe me, you have the experience to draw from. Facing struggles in life is nothing new to any of us, right? It's not new to you. It's not new to me. It's not going to be new when it happens again. We're always facing a struggle. All the way when we were a baby, we struggled to walk, right? But we finally figured out a way to pull ourselves up and to start walking and to balance ourselves. It starts at a very early age, and it's going to we're going to continue to face struggles throughout the rest of our life until we go to the good heavens above, right? And you feel like, if you feel like you've never faced a struggle, I mean, look back a little bit. We've all done it, right? We've all done it. Let me give you an example of a struggle and facing it and overcoming it and drawing from that experience. Have you ever seen the movie Mars? If you haven't, it's a pretty good. It's actually a pretty good movie. It talks about struggle and choices. It's a good reference for struggle and choices. Outside the fact of just the good type of or drama type movie it is, it also relates in the fact of struggles and choices. Look at the struggles that he was faced with throughout that movie. If you haven't, I'm sorry. I hope I don't have any spoilers for you. But I'll try not to get too many of the struggles that he was faced with and overcame. But he drew on the struggle or on the choice to survive while he was on Mars. Let's just create a overview real quick of the overall movie. He faced struggle and adversity throughout the entire movie, but he made a choice each and every time he was faced with the struggle, whether it was food, whether it was air, whether it was reaching back to Earth to say, hey, I'm still alive. He found ways in order to communicate and to survive in the end. The entire movie was one big struggle, but within it were each little bitty struggles, which we all face one way or another. We relate to that, right? And he was able to survive and overcome in this movie because he pulled off of his past experiences. He knew how to grow food, so he applied his experiences on growing food in the past. He was an engineer. There was all sorts of things that he knew, life experiences and educated experiences that he was able to draw from and apply in order to overcome his struggle. And for me, in order for me to overcome my recovery from 2 cancer surgeries, I drew on my past experience of losing my 50 pounds And overcoming my struggles of passing the PT test and overcame the struggle of mentally of being able to pass the high weight from the Army standards, I pulled from those experiences that I implemented at that time when I was overcoming those adversities and dropping the weight and increasing my PT scores, and applied them to my recovery of cancer. I already knew what to do. It's just a matter of me putting it into place in order to overcome it and become better and to get back to where I was. I drew from past experiences. You know, if you look at your previous experiences and the struggles that you faced, you've always found a way out before, right? You always found out a way before, or you know, you wouldn't be sitting here listening to this, right? Those previous experiences that you've drawn from and from your past struggles pulled you through, right? And you're okay. You survived. You're here. You're watching this. You're listening to me. You know, look at your work. Let's apply it to a work scenario. You may be provided a project, and within that project that you've been assigned, you may hit a roadblock, right? Well, what do you do when you hit the roadblock? You just don't throw the project away, right? Because your boss is not going to like that, because that is going to make the company money. You overcome that roadblock in that project by pulling from past experiences of figuring out how to work your way through problem solving. Basically, that's what it ends up being, problem solving in the end to overcome that roadblock, right? So just think of those scenarios. And in the end, when you're faced with the struggle, understand you have everything within you to overcome. You have everything within you. You have the choice, the ability to make choices, and you always have a choice, and you always have your past experiences to help you work through your struggle. So I hope this provided you value today, and I hope you share this with somebody that could be struggling right now, could benefit from hearing from this. I encourage you to share this, and join me for the next video where I'm going to talk about something else to create and redirect your thinking and your choices in this series that I'm calling I Choose. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.